Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I examine completely made-up historical events. Today, I'm going to talk about Richard's conquest of Ireland. Ireland before the British invasion was ruled by clans: Dowlings and Ulster, the O'Sheas and Munster, the MacDonalds and Leinster, and the Flyns and Connacht. These clans would quarrel over who could rule as the High King of Ireland, which was based on their own prowess in battle. Lord Thomas of O'Shea and his sons led the largest army on the island, and he had dreams about taking the kingship for himself. The current High King, Micheál O'Neill, had been involved in a bitter feud lasting 5 years with the Lord of Leinster, Oisin MacDonald, which had culminated in the Battle of Dundalk, in which the Ulster men came out victorious, but had experienced massive losses, and their numbers were severely depleted. Thomas saw this as an opportunity. He assembled his host and began the long march north. While the Irish were quarrelling over who should be the High King, the English king, Stephen, had been plotting to gain control of the island. Before Stephen usurped the throne from Henry II's daughter Matilda, he had made a failed attempt to declare himself King of Ireland by attacking the port of Belfast. The Ulster men caught wind of his plan, however, and drew a chain across the harbour, preventing his invasion. The English spies within trading ships, and within a week of the Munster men leaving for Ulster, Stephen and his brother Richard had devised a plan to take control of the undefended kingdoms. The march north for Thomas and his sons was lengthened by the fact that the O'Neills had retreated to the north of their kingdom, the Glens of Antrim. When he reached the mountains, he found a small force, a shadow of the huge army that Michael had commanded against MacDonald. When it came time to parley before the battle, the proud king refused to surrender his crown. A short battle ensued, and the Munster clansmen slayed Micheál in battle. Around the same time as the tremendous victory for the clansmen, the north, and the capture of the Irish crown, a single ship docked with 300 men disguised as spice traders. They were met by ship workers who allowed them to dock. Those ship-life workers paid for their hospitality with their lives. The British troops proceeded in attacking Roscastle, the ancient seat of the O'Sheas. As Thomas had brought the most competent men north, the guards were made quick work of by the skilled Welsh archers and the prowess of the English swordsmen. The English proceeded to take captive Thomas's wife, daughters, and youngest sons. After they yielded the castle to the English, they had their way with his wife and daughters, executed them all afterwards. After the town fell, 30 more ships, brimmed with English soldiers, and Stephen's brother Richard, who was promised the crown of any kingdom he forged in Ireland. When Thomas heard of the fall of his kingdom, the demise and mutilation of his family, he marched back as fast as he could, but his host was tired from 2 long marches the length of the country, and the English were prepared for battle, with fresh cavalry horses and plenty of arrows for their archers. The English made short work of the clansmen and captured Thomas. Richard demanded to lay his crown down his feet to save his life. Thomas refused and was executed. Because of his regality, his head was spiked upon the castle gates and was kept there for a year. Thomas's sons, Micheál O'Shea and Sean, escaped to the Flynn clan in Connacht, and planned to one day to return to reclaim their father's kingdom and restore the clans in their position to the lords of Munster. Richard ruled Munster with fear and subjugation, forcing the English language and taxes upon the people in the province. However much the people spited them, they would never rebel. The memory of King Thomas's death and the fear of a similar fate blinded them. Over the next 20 years, Richard expanded his kingdom, easily defeating the MacDonalds at the Battle of Kildare and advancing to sweep through the O'Neills in Ulster, who were still reeling from the loss of so many men to the O'Sheas only a year before. The only province he did not conquer was Connacht. The barren marches of the province did not interest him, but over the 3 places he conquered, he made English the official language, forced normal beliefs on the people, and distributed lands of overlords from England. Rebellion always stirred in Ireland, especially in Leinster and Ulster, but each time Richard beat down the rebellions with ease. 30 years after his original conquest, and 10 years after the death of his brother, Richard's health started to fail him, and in 1164, the conqueror of Ireland died in his sleep from fever. The English occupation relied on the strength of Richard, and when he died, his sons did not possess the strength of their father, and alliance of the Flynn and the remaining members of other clans sought to retake their land from the English. First they took Ulster and restored the O'Neill clan, and then after a skirmish in Leinster, the MacDonalds were reinstated. Munster was taken in a couple of weeks, for Thomas's sons fulfilling their promise to return. All of Richard's sons fled back to England to seek refuge from the pursuing clansmen. Though the now old clansmen realised that the Ireland they had retaken was not the Ireland that was taken from them, the young only spoke English, they wore English clothes, sung English songs, and obeyed English laws. Ireland was free, but only in name. Pretty sad story, wasn't it? Luckily, it never happened. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like this.